Cody was obviously huge in the overtime. How much did you need that, and what did that mean to the team?
Well, obviously, not only his buckets. We got a lot of inside-out threes. I dispute that he only had 2 assists. So, I'm just frustrated with the fact, Ben, that we didn't go to him. We worked on going to him all week, especially in this game. So I thought we got away from that early on, and we were over dribbling, taking hard shots. We gave Arizona State life and almost paid the price, being sloppy with the basketball and sloppy with our shot selection. That's why we shot 35% in the first half. Bad shot selection and too many turnovers. So Cody does a great job in the low post. And, we need to do a better job of feeding him all the time when he's in the game, to be honest with you. But David Singleton stepped up, made some big plays as well.
Coach, they were missing quite a few key players, just maybe the mentality before the game. Do you ever worry that maybe the guys will maybe be complacent or think it'll be an easy game? Anything to that effect. They missed like 4 guys today, Arizona State.
Yeah, it's still 5. I tell you guys that when Chris went out, still 5-on-5. Still 0-0, 40-minute game and 5-on-5. And they got 2 guys going in the first round of the draft on every board, Bagley and Christopher. As you guys, I tried to tell my buddy Ben Bolch, Verge is as tough to guard off the dribble as there is in college ball. And so they got weapons. I would say this, Tarek, in my opinion, in my years, I'm getting up there now in experience. Teams play really well when they're under adverse circumstances because they know they have to rally and give everything they got. And that's a credit to Coach Hurley. I would have expected nothing less from a team he coaches and their kids. So it didn't surprise me that they rallied around their lack of depth tonight. They don't want to play that. My experience tells me for that one game, it's tough. I don't know the mindset of our guys, and I don't believe in excuses. So but it doesn't surprise me with him, with Coach Hurley over there and some of their talent that they really committed to blocking out. And they played really hard tonight and still 5-on-5. But I don't know about our guys. I don't really. I think our problem is turning the ball over and missing free throws offensively. So,
Mike Regalado.
Hey, Coach, you touched upon David Singleton, a little while ago, but can you expand upon, what you thought about his performance, especially from the arc, 4 of 6 tonight, 6 points behind Cody's 8 in overtime?
Yeah, just, I've been trying to get him back off the ball. I'm trying to evaluate his minutes, and too many of his minutes are just at point guard. Trying to get him in there with Tiger or let Jules play some point. I've talked about it and try to just get him off the ball because he's our best shooter right now. I mean, the numbers bear it out. So doesn't surprise me that Dave, he's an experienced guy, and I'm really happy for him. He's a great kid, and he'll run through a wall for you. So really, really happy for David, and hopefully he can keep it up. But I give our guys some credit. They got, especially Cody, not only was he dominant down low, but he was finding the open man versus the doubles as well.
Sam Cronin.
Hey, Coach. So 18 turnovers in regulation. Can't imagine you're too happy with that, but then no turnovers in overtime. So what kind of went into that shift, kind of protecting the ball better down the stretch where you need to most?
You know what, Sam? If I had the answer to that, I'd have some big rings on and probably be headed for Springfield, Massachusetts. I really don't know, man. I'm a stickler for taking care of the ball. My dad taught me that. That was his big thing as a great high school coach in Ohio. I worked for Bob Huggins and Rick Pitino, and they hammered it home. And for 18 years, I've been on I hammer it home because my team's always offensive rebounding. You can't rebound a turnover. So I wish I knew why we started taking care of the ball in the overtime. If we'd have tried that the whole game, we might not have been in, I don't think we would have been in overtime. But that said, Arizona State, I thought they played really hard, and their activity and their quickness caused some of that. But we've just got to do a better job on that. We'll watch the film and just keep trying to get better.
Hey, Coach, I mean, compared to how he's been playing, Tiger Campbell kind of had an off night. What was it? 4 turnovers. But,
Yep.
as Sam said, you guys pick things up in overtime. Do you think that this was just an off game? Do you think he's playing too much minutes? What can you say about what he did tonight?
Yeah, I thought that he got caught taking a lot of tough shots, and he uncharacteristically had some turnovers that he usually doesn't have. I don't know, maybe Remy not playing. He let down his mental preparation a little bit. Tough for me to say, but for us to be really, really good, he's got to play better than he played tonight. That being said, one thing about him, he's got no quit in him. He always fights to the end. And I would agree, you alluded to rest. I was concerned with resting him tonight because I knew they were going to come with the full court press when I took him out. But I still should have done it. And I told him at the end of the game when I took him out, he's got to start telling me that he needs a rest. He just won't do it. So between he and I, we got to get him out of there and get him some more where he's just got better, fresher legs mentally and physically. I think he'll be better if we get him a little more rest.
Ben, go ahead.
Looking ahead to Arizona now, they lost to USC tonight. How much tougher does it make the challenge, and what have you seen out of them so far this season?
See, Ben, why'd you have to ruin my night? What was the score? I didn't know they lost.
I don't know the score.
Oh, they gave up 87 points, I was just told. Oh, no. That's not good for us because Sean Miller is one of the best coaches in college basketball. And, they're going to be watching that film and imagine the practice, the meetings, and what's going to go on. So we will not catch them fat and happy, needless to say. Definitely, I think that definitely will make it tougher on us, just what I know about Coach Miller.
Thanks for your time.
I will say this, Ben, I know because you may not get me, Arizona, their rebounding is a big concern. I think if you look at their stats, they're top 25 in the country in rebounding. They lead the Pac-12 in rebounding. They're a big team, and obviously we're adjusting to life without Chris. We've got to become a better block-out team. Chris was our leading defensive rebounder. And I got to get Jaime to be a better rebounder. He can't get 5 in 43 minutes. He's too big and strong for that. We got some different guys got to step up. So that's going to be a big concern Saturday against Arizona with their size.
We got one more follow-up from Ben.
Yeah, the way Arizona just seems to kind of change their roster overhaul every season. Is that hard way to win in college basketball?
Well, I would say that, nobody wants to do that, Ben. But unfortunately, I don't see it changing with the one-time transfer exception coming in. You see kids quitting all over the country right now because they're not getting enough minutes or quitting on their team in the middle of the season because they know they can just go somewhere else and not sit out. So unfortunately, I think it's only going to get worse. In Sean's case, he lost 3 guys to the NBA, which is not a bad problem. That's a good problem to have. You get some guys drafted, but it's hard to replace when you lose the kind of production that they lost, and they got caught with the 3 freshmen. Then they had Stone Gettings and a couple other guys that were seniors with those guys. So I think it was just bad timing for them, but they'll have everybody back next year, Ben.